Hey guys, Wesley Smith here, Tree Service Digital. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Just wanted to do a quick podcast episode on how to set your goals for 2021. And we'll keep it kind of short and sweet. I know we set goals here at Tree Service Digital, and you probably should too for your own business if that's what you do. Or even if you don't have your own business, you set goals for milestones that you want to hit, maybe over the course of the next year. And this is an important thing to sit down and really think through. You know, a lot of people don't take the time to really sit down and think about their business or their goals for the next 12 months or whatnot. But this is a good time to do that because we got a little bit of downtime. We're super busy with our clients and bringing on new clients and helping existing clients and things like that. And you may still be too with your tree service business. But what we've seen is a lot of times it slows down for a few weeks, maybe a month, in these colder seasons for the tree service industry. So a really good time to kind of sit down and take a look at your goals for the next year. And really the easiest way to do that is to look at what you did this past 12 months in 2020. And it could have been skewed a little bit because we had COVID, coronavirus, a couple, curveballs thrown at us during the year. So it may not have been a normal year for you. It could have been even better than a normal year. In some cases we find out that some of our clients actually did better this year. There was pent-up demand after the initial lockdowns and people got released. So it's kind of like letting people out of the fence, right? And everybody just starts running and getting tree work done. So a lot of our clients got really busy and actually grew their business this year. But it's a good thing to look back at this entire last year and just kind of see what you did. Look at the numbers, kind of analyze what worked, what didn't work. And sometimes there's a tendency to continue doing something the same old way, even if you know that it didn't really produce the desired result that you wanted. For example, we have a lot of clients that end up with, several different marketing channels they're doing. They're doing Home Advisor, they're doing Thumbtack, they're doing Angie's List, they're doing Yelp, all these third-party service providers. And what happens a lot of times is you kind of get stuck in a rut, stuck in the hamster wheel of using these services over and over and over again, and you keep using them, even though every year it gets worse and worse and worse because there's more people subscribing to the service in your local area. And so the tendency is just to kind of keep going and doing the same thing, right? You just keep going. You know that it didn't produce as good a result as it did the year before or the year before that, but you just continue to still do it, And so if you keep track of everything and where things come in from, it really helps you analyze what is producing revenue for your company, what's a dud, right? What to completely quit and cut off. And that's really, really important to just track and analyze and look at, every month, every quarter, every year, and really just draw a line in the sand and say, look, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm just going to cut it off. No matter if you call and try to cancel and they try to talk you into another program that might be cheaper or keep you on board, it doesn't work, right? You've already got that track record and that experience that it just doesn't work. So right now, while you've got a little bit of slow time, I just encourage you, if you have a little bit of time, free time, just sit down and kind of look at all of your expenses with your marketing channels. And this could be anything. This could be, maybe you need to implement a CRM this year. Maybe you need to put together a jobber.com or a single ops or Arbor Gold or one of those particular service CRMs, customer relationship management tools that, helps you become more organized. That in itself will help you kind of grow your business because you're going to be able to see every little thing that happens activity-wise in your business, day-to-day, hour-to-hour, scheduling, booking estimates, sending out invoices, collecting money on, finished jobs, all that stuff. You'll be able to see it kind of in real time in your software. So that really helps you get a visual of your business too. But look at your marketing over the last 12 months and say, okay, this produced whatever that number is in your business. We're $1 million tree company. We got 2 crews. We're doing well. We're growing. What can I do to get to 1.5 million this year, or even double and get to $2 million this coming year? And so what you have to do is just kind of back the numbers into place. And a really good reference is one of our prior podcast episodes. It's actually a full-blown video webinar that we did, Your 2021 Internet Marketing Plan for Tree Service. And you can go back a couple of episodes and listen to the audio of that webinar where we recorded kind of how to get your entire marketing plan in place for 2021 for your tree service business. And we actually go through slides, and a good 15 to 20 minutes of the webinar, we go through goal setting for next year for 2021. So in addition to what type of marketing you want to do to bring in the volume of calls, leads, and appointments that you want to generate for your sales guys, your crews, and everybody else, it's also a good idea to set goals and kind of look at the numbers. So if, say, for example, you got a lot of referral business this past year, but you also did marketing and you were generating 60 to 80 leads per month in your business, coming in on the phone, you're scheduling estimates and appointments, and it averaged out over 12 months to be, call it 60 leads per month, right? That's a couple of leads a day, not bad. And you look at it and you go, okay, well, this wasn't working. This produced 80%. It's the 80-20 rule, right? Usually 80% of the results come from 20% of what you're doing. So if you look at it and go, okay, well, 80% of the business came from this particular lead source, whether that's your website or your pay-per-click ads, or your SEO, then I want to do more of that because I got 80% of my results from this one channel. Maybe let's add something different and cut some of the stuff that didn't really work. A lot of that marketing stuff can be break even on the third-party sites. I mean, you get a job here and there, but you've got to lower the price and you can't charge what you would normally charge because there's 5 guys giving out quotes. So that's a good thing to look at and just kind of see. So during the 2021 Internet Marketing Plan webinar for Tree Service we did, you can also find it on our YouTube channel. If you go to the YouTube channel for Tree Service Digital, it's probably 2 or 3 videos back, and you'll see the thumbnail image, your 2021 marketing plan for Tree Service. And you could watch it too. We have slides that we go through for kind of setting your goals for next year. And one of the things that we do is just kind of look at how many leads you got this past year. And you say, okay, if I want to get to 1.5 million and I did 1 million this year, well, then I need my leads to at least increase by 50% because I want a 50% increase in revenue. So that would be, instead of 60 leads a month, 90 to 100 leads per month, because you're also getting your referral business, your repeat business. Maybe you have some utility contracts or, government contracts or school contracts or commercial property contracts where you're doing trimming and pruning routinely and different things like that. But you also need inbound leads with fresh new customers finding your business, discovering your business, giving you a call. So if you want to go from 60 leads to, let's say, for example, 100 per month, well, then you've got to do things a little bit different. And so that's kind of how you break down your revenue goal is you look at it every month and say, well, did I get above 60? If I didn't, then I need to spend more money. One of the things you can do to scale is Google pay-per-click advertising, because you can set your budget in there. We've got clients to spend $1,000 a month on the budget part, and we've got clients to spend $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month on the Google budget side. So you can really scale that and get more inbound calls through that particular channel. So that's a good way to look at it too. And so that's how you would set the goals. But we go through kind of 4 or 5 slides on how to kind of back the numbers in, how to calculate how many leads you need based on how many of those you close. So if you're closing 1 out of 2 that come in and you get 100 leads, that means you're going to get 50 new jobs a month off of the inbound calls. If you close 1 out of 3, you're not closing that high of a percentage. It could be, it could be 1 out of 4, it could be 33%, it could be 25%, whatever that looks like. And it's also going to depend on where the lead came from, right? Like if you got the lead from a referral, it's pretty much 100% slam dunk because you've already got the trust in the person that referred you. So that new client's going to more than likely go with you. And then, but the other leads that come through, maybe you're closing half of them or a third of them. So it's really good to know your closing ratio and getting revenue collected per lead on those. And so if you have these systems set up, like I was talking about with Single Ops or Arbor Gold or any of the other ones, Jobber, then you kind of can see how many leads you got, how many estimates and appointments you went on, and then subsequently how many of those turned into paying jobs where you can, calculate that revenue based on how many leads you got. So we went through all of that. I just wanted to reference that webinar because it'll really help you if you watch it or even listen to the audio part and, on this podcast. But, it's time to set the goals for 2021 right now. And that's what we're doing. So our goal is to help 100 tree service contractors across the United States double or triple their business over the next 24 months. So that's our goal. It's a hefty goal. It's 100 clients that we're helping across North America, across the United States, I guess, more specifically, double or triple their business over the next 18 to 24 months, let's call it. So that's our goal. And so to do that, we have to look at what we're doing. So we're, going to more trade show associations. Well, when they're able to be done again. Right now, still kind of the COVID era, so it's tough to get those things scheduled. We're doing them virtually for TCIA and ISA. And I'll do another podcast episode too as to why you should be members of those associations. I think they're great for networking and kind of getting that business development content that you need for your business as well, in addition to anything we put out too, because it just helps you kind of learn what other tree service business owners are doing and things like that. But this is a good time to set your goals for next year. So if you kind of know what didn't work this past year, you'll kind of know what to get out of there and stop spending the money on, and then move forward into 2021 and set those lofty goals, set those hefty goals. Because heck, even if you don't hit your goal and you fall somewhere short, at least you did better than the year before. You're moving forward. Don't set unrealistic goals. Like if you're $1 million company, you might not be able to get to 5 million this year, but you could certainly double if you really focus on it and put people in place to replicate yourself for estimates, for crews, for trucks, different things like that. But maybe grow 50% would be a great goal. Go from 1 million to 1.5 million. And you can certainly do that 2, 3, 4 years in a row and really get to a large tree company at that point. So you can have a goal of, let's increase by $500,000 in revenue this year. And to do that, how many more leads and calls do I need coming into my business to go give enough appointments and enough estimates out there in my local community in order to get that many paying jobs out of those leads that I get? So it's really good to go through that exercise of, just knowing how many calls you need. Because once you know how many calls you need, then it's just a matter of spending the money to get those calls. And as you get those calls, if you're good on the phone, if you're aggressive, you go on those appointments when the calls come in. I mean, these people need the tree work done, right? They need the tree removed. They need the limbs removed. They need the pruning done. They need stumps taken up after the trees. All that stuff has to be done, and they want to get it done. So it's a matter of if you're in front of them when they do the search and they can find your business and give you a call. If they can, and you're willing to spend some money on that, you'll get a ton of leads, and that'll turn into a lot of new paying customers and a big awareness out there of your business and how you operate, and just building your brand and awareness in your local community. So I just wanted to do this quick podcast episode while it was on my mind, because I was kind of going through our goals again today as far as what we want to do in 2021. And it's good to break it down by month, by quarter, and by year, just so you can kind of see if you're on track. So if you have an annual goal, so your entire 2021 goal, and you're not on track after the first quarter, well, you kind of know you can adjust. You've still got 3 quarters to go. So let's adjust this thing. Let's turn the ship the other direction, or maybe go a little bit deeper in this particular direction because it's working really well. And you can kind of get back on track. So it's good to look at those things this time of the year and any other time of the year for that matter. But right now, typically it's a little bit slower. Maybe you're doing some maintenance on your trucks and you've got a little bit of downtime or things like that. So I just wanted to do this and put that together for you. Again, if you wanted to see that 2021 marketing plan webinar for tree service, just go to our YouTube channel and you'll find it there, one of our recent 3 or 4 videos, or you can go back a couple of podcast episodes here on tree service marketing profits, and you can find the audio clip of it there. And I hope you guys have a happy new year. And I look forward to doing business with you in 2021. If you're looking to grow your tree service business, if you want to talk about it or discuss it, just go to treeservicedigital.com and you can schedule a strategy session there. Happy to go over your business, what you're looking to do, where you are, where you want to go, that type of thing, free of charge, and kind of show you the game plan to get there. But until next time, hope you guys have a great day and happy new year. Talk to you guys next week probably. Thanks.